Hey there, cat guardians. Jackson Galaxy here, and let me tell you, I'm stoked to be teaming up with my friend Sam from Pet Guide for Dummies. We're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of feline behavior. Now, you know I've spent years helping humans understand their cats, and trust me, sometimes those little furballs send signals that would confuse even the Sphinx. But don't worry, we're here to break it all down. Over the next few videos, we're gonna unpack 10 telltale signs that your cat might be singing the blues. We're talking changes in behavior, weird bathroom habits, the whole shebang. You'll learn to read your cat like a book, and more importantly, how to make things right in your feline kingdom. So hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss this. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, food, or in this case, your cat's relationship with it. You see, cats are creatures of habit. They thrive on routine, and that includes their eating schedule. So if Fluffy suddenly turns her nose up at her favorite tuna treat or starts gobbling down kibble like there's no tomorrow, it's a red flag, people. Now, before you panic, remember, cats are masters of disguise when it comes to illness. A sudden change in appetite could be a sign of something going on under the hood, health-wise. We're talking everything from dental problems to pesky parasites, even finicky feline diabetes. That's why it's crucial to consult your vet if you notice any drastic changes in your cat's eating habits. Now, let's say your vet gives your kitty a clean bill of health. That means we gotta dig a little deeper into the emotional side of things. Remember, cats are super sensitive to change. A new house, a new baby, even a new couch can throw their little world out of whack. And how do they express their stress? You guessed it, by changing their eating habits. So, if you've recently gone through a major life change, be patient with your feline friend. Give them time to adjust, and try to make the transition as smooth as possible. Offer them their favorite foods, create a calm and predictable environment, and most importantly, shower them with love and affection. Remember, a happy cat is a healthy cat. Okay, cat guardians, let's talk about another classic sign that something's up with your feline friend hiding. Now, we all know cats love a good hiding spot. It's in their DNA, a throwback to their wildcat ancestors. But there's a big difference between a playful pounce from under the bed and your cat turning into a full-blown recluse. If your normally social butterfly suddenly starts spending all her time under the sofa, avoiding human contact like the plague, it's time to put on your detective hat and figure out why. Just like with changes in appetite, hiding can be a sign of both physical and emotional distress. Pain, illness, or even something as simple as a change in the weather can send your cat running for cover. And let's not forget about those pesky parasites we talked about earlier. Fleas, ticks, and intestinal worms can make your cat's life a living nightmare, driving them to seek refuge in the darkest corners of your home. Now, if your cat is hiding due to stress or anxiety, it's important to address the root of the problem. Think back to any recent changes in your household routine. Did you move furniture? Bring home a new pet? Start working longer hours? Cats thrive on predictability, so even the smallest change can feel like an earthquake to them. The key is to create a safe and secure environment for your feline friend, a place where they can retreat and de-stress when the world gets to be too much. This could be a cozy cat tree, a designated room, or even just a cardboard box lined with soft blankets. The important thing is that your cat has a space of their own where they feel safe and in control. Remember, a happy cat is a confident cat, and a confident cat is less likely to hide. Now, we all know cats have their moments, right? A swat here, a hiss there. Perfectly normal feline behavior. But what we're talking about here is a change in their usual MO. If your usually cuddly kitty suddenly turns into a regular old grumpy cat, something's up. Maybe they're lashing out during playtime or hissing at their favorite human for no apparent reason. This ain't just them being jerks. Well, not entirely. Cats aren't great at telling us when they're hurting, scared, or stressed. Aggression is a big, furry red flag that something's off in their world. Remember, every hiss, growl, or swat tells a story. Your job as their guardian is to learn their language. Start by ruling out any medical reasons for this sudden shift in behavior. A trip to the vet is always a good first step. Alright, so you've got a tiny tiger on your hands. First things first, safety first. Avoid punishing the aggression. Trust me, it'll only make things worse in the long run. Instead, give them space when they need it. Cats are all about boundaries, so respect their need to chill out and decompress. Create a safe haven for them, a high perch, a cozy cat tree, a room all to themselves. Let them retreat to their fortress of solitude when things get overwhelming. Next up, enrichment is key. A bored cat is a recipe for disaster. Make sure they have plenty of toys to keep them stimulated. Think puzzle feeders, interactive toys, even a good old-fashioned cardboard box can do the trick. And remember, patience is a virtue, especially when dealing with feline frustrations. With a little understanding and a whole lot of love, you can help your cat find their inner Zen master once again. Let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, litter boxes. Or more specifically, when your cat decides the litter box is suddenly the enemy. I'm talking peeing outside the box, pooping in inappropriate places. The works. Not cool, kitty, not cool. Now before you banish Fluffy to the backyard, remember, cats don't do this to spite you. They're trying to tell you something's wrong, and it's usually one of two things: medical issues or stress. Think of it like a furry, four-legged protest. First things first, rule out any medical conditions with a visit to the vet. Urinary tract infections, kidney problems, even arthritis can make those trips to the litter box painful and unpleasant. Cats are creatures of habit and comfort. They like their litter boxes like they like their humans, predictable and non-threatening. So let's talk about creating a litter box haven your cat will actually want to use. First up, location, location, location. Avoid high-traffic areas where your cat might feel ambushed. A quiet corner in a room they frequent is ideal. And remember, one litter box isn't always enough, especially in multi-cat households. A good rule of thumb is one box per cat plus one extra. Next, the litter itself. Cats can be picky. Experiment with different types, clay, clumping, crystals, to find one your cat prefers. And keep it clean, people. Scoop daily and change the litter completely every couple of weeks. Finally, consider the box itself. Some cats prefer covered boxes for privacy, while others feel trapped. Choose a box that's big enough for your cat to move around comfortably. Remember, a happy litter box experience equals a happy cat and a much happier you. Cats are meticulous groomers, it's in their DNA. But when that grooming turns obsessive, bordering on fanatical, it's time to take notice. I'm talking about licking, chewing, and pulling out fur to the point of bald spots or skin irritation. Now before you jump to conclusions about fleas or allergies, remember, stress can manifest in some pretty strange ways in our feline friends. Excessive grooming can be a coping mechanism, a way for them to self-soothe when they're feeling anxious or overwhelmed. Of course, a trip to the vet is always a good idea to rule out any underlying medical conditions. Skin allergies, parasites, even certain hormonal imbalances can trigger excessive grooming. But if the vet gives your kitty a clean bill of health, it's time to investigate their environment for potential stressors. So you've ruled out medical reasons for your cat's excessive grooming. Now what? Remember, punishing the behavior will only backfire. Instead, focus on creating a calm and enriching environment for your stressed-out kitty. Start by providing plenty of positive distractions. Interactive playtime, puzzle feeders, even a window perch with a bird's-eye view can help redirect their energy and ease anxiety. Next, consider incorporating calming scents into their environment. Pheromone diffusers or sprays specifically designed for cats can work wonders in creating a sense of security and well-being. And finally, remember the power of touch. Gentle petting and brushing not only feels good but also releases endorphins, those feel-good hormones that can help combat stress. So, grab a brush, find a sunny spot, and give your feline friends some well-deserved TLC. Alright, cat guardians, let's talk about playtime. You know, that sacred ritual where you bond with your feline overlord using feathery toys or laser pointers. But what if your little hunter suddenly seems disinterested? What if those once coveted toys are now gathering dust? This, my friends, can be a big red flag. A cat who's not interested in playing is often a cat who's not feeling their best. It's like us skipping out on a night out with friends. Something's gotta be up. Now, before you panic, remember, cats are complex creatures. Just like us, they have their off days. Maybe they're just feeling lazy, or they've already had a good play session earlier. But if this lack of interest persists, it's time to dig a little deeper. Could be a medical issue, could be stress, heck, could even be boredom. Whatever it is, we gotta figure it out and get your little buddy back to their playful self. So, how do we coax that playful kitty back out? Well, first off, don't force it. Pushing a cat to play when they're not in the mood will only backfire, making them even more withdrawn. Instead, try introducing some new toys. Novelty is the spice of life, right? Experiment with different textures, sounds, and movements. Some cats are all about that chase instinct, so a laser pointer or a feathery wand toy might do the trick. Others prefer to stalk and pounce, so a toy mouse or a crinkle ball could be more enticing. Remember, playtime isn't just about entertainment. It's about enrichment. It's about tapping into your cat's natural instincts and providing them with an outlet for their energy and hunting prowess. So get creative, get down on their level, and let the games begin. And as always, if you're concerned about any sudden changes in your cat's behavior, a trip to the vet is always the best course of action. We all know cats love their sleep. Heck, they practically invented the term catnap. But what if your feline friend's sleep schedule suddenly changes? What if they're sleeping more than usual, or having trouble settling down at night? Just like with changes in play, changes in sleep can be a crucial sign that something's amiss. It's like your cat's internal alarm system, letting you know that their world might be a little out of whack. Now, some cats are naturally more prone to snoozing than others. Age, breed, and even personality can play a role. But if you notice a drastic shift in your cat's sleep patterns, say, they're suddenly sleeping all day when they used to be bouncing off the walls, it's time to pay attention. Could be stress, could be a medical condition, could even be something as simple as a change in routine. The key to deciphering your cat's sleep patterns lies in observation. Are they sleeping more during the day and restless at night? Could be boredom. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. A lack of stimulation during the day can lead to nighttime shenanigans. Is your cat hiding more and sleeping in secluded spots? That could be a sign of stress or anxiety. Something in their environment might be making them feel unsafe. To help your cat find their sleep groove, try establishing a regular routine. Consistent feeding times, play sessions, and even cuddle time can work wonders in calming their nerves and regulating their internal clock. And of course, make sure they have a comfy, safe haven to snooze in, a cozy bed, a sunny spot, or even a cardboard box, whatever floats their boat. Remember, a well-rested cat is a happy cat. Cats, those masters of communication, speak to us in a language all their own: meows, chirps, purrs, and the occasional hiss. It's up to us, their devoted guardians, to learn their lingo and understand what they're trying to tell us. Now, a chatty cat isn't necessarily a cause for concern. Some breeds are naturally more vocal than others. Siamese cats, for example, are notorious talkers. But if you notice a sudden increase in your cat's vocalizations, or their meows take on a more urgent, insistent tone, it's time to listen up. Could be they're hungry, could be they're bored, could be they're trying to tell you about the hairball they just hacked up on your new rug. But it could also be something more serious like pain, anxiety, or even cognitive decline. Don't ignore those meows, folks. They're your cat's way of reaching out. So, how do you tell the difference between a feed me meow and a something's wrong meow? Context is key. Pay attention to when your cat is vocalizing, what they're doing, and their body language. A meow accompanied by pacing, restlessness, and attempts to get your attention could indicate a medical issue, especially if it's accompanied by changes in appetite, litter box habits, or activity levels. On the other hand, a meow directed at an empty food bowl, followed by some enthusiastic head bunts, likely means your furry friend is simply requesting a refill on their kibble supply. Remember, each cat is unique. The better you understand your own cat's vocal repertoire and typical behavior, the easier it'll be to recognize when something's off. And when in doubt, a visit to the vet is always the perfect solution. We're talking physical symptoms now, folks, the kind that scream, something's wrong. One of the first things you might notice is your cat's eyes. Those peepers are windows to the soul, and if they're constantly dilated wider than usual, it can be a sign of fear, stress, or even pain. Now, a little dilation during playtime is normal, that's just excitement. But if those pupils stay huge even when your cat's just lounging around, take note. Another red flag is excessive shedding. We all know cats shed, it's practically a hobby for them. But if you notice bald spots, or you're constantly covered in fur, it could be a sign of anxiety or allergies. Time for a trip to the vet, right? Absolutely. These symptoms can be caused by a whole host of things, from parasites to infections to more serious medical conditions. Don't try to diagnose this yourself. Get professional help. Next up, let's talk about posture. Cats are masters of body language, and even subtle changes in how they hold themselves can speak volumes. A hunched back, tucked tail, or flattened ears, these are all signs that your cat is feeling tense, anxious, or even in pain. On the flip side, a sudden decrease in activity can be just as telling. If your usually playful, energetic cat is suddenly lethargic, hiding more, or reluctant to jump and climb, something's up. This could be due to injury, illness, or even just feeling down in the dumps. Again, these are all signs that warrant a visit to your veterinarian. Just like with humans, early detection and intervention can make a world of difference in your cat's recovery and overall well-being. Don't wait until things get worse. Be proactive and get your feline friend the help they need. Alright, let's talk about something every cat guardian should know: loss of appetite. Now, I'm not talking about your cat skipping a meal here or there. Cats are finicky eaters, we all know that. But if your furry friend consistently refuses food, or their appetite takes a nosedive, it's time to pay attention. This is a big red flag, people. And it could be a symptom of a wide range of issues, from dental problems to infections to stress and anxiety. Remember, cats are masters at hiding pain and illness. It's their instinct. So by the time they stop eating, it could be a sign that something is seriously wrong. Don't wait it out, hoping they'll start eating again on their own. Prolonged loss of appetite can lead to serious health complications, especially in cats. Now, once your vet has ruled out any underlying medical conditions, it's time to address the potential behavioral reasons behind your cat's loss of appetite. Stress and anxiety can play a huge role in a cat's eating habits. Think about any recent changes in your household. New people, new pets, a move, even a change in your routine can throw your cat for a loop. Creating a calm and predictable environment for your cat is crucial. Make sure they have safe spaces where they can retreat and de-stress, like a cozy cat tree or a quiet room. Enrichment is key too. Provide plenty of scratching posts, interactive toys, and puzzle feeders to keep them stimulated and engaged. And remember, patience is key. It might take time for your cat to adjust and regain their appetite. Work with your vet to develop a plan, whether it's trying different foods, using appetite stimulants, or addressing any underlying anxiety. With love, patience, and the right approach, you can help your kitty get back to their happy, food-loving selves. So there you have it, folks, 10 signs your cat might be sending you a distress signal. Remember, cats are masters at hiding their pain and discomfort, so it's up to us, their guardians, to be vigilant and recognize the subtle cues they give us. From changes in appetite and litter box habits to excessive grooming and hiding, these signs should never be ignored. Early detection is key to addressing any underlying medical or behavioral issues and ensuring your feline friend lives a long, healthy, and happy life. Remember, a happy cat is a healthy cat, so pay attention, be proactive, and always consult with your veterinarian if you notice any changes in your cat's behavior or health. Until next time, keep those tails twitching and those purrs rumbling.